You know, I hate the word movie. I don't make movies, I make films.
That's from a small town, like, which is very, very pretty and rural, but kind of also sleepy and boring at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I would gravitate towards, you know, escapism.
When people say to me, well, what advice do you give? What do you think I should do if I want to make movies? And the amazing answer that was certainly not available to me when I was a kid is make your movie. You can actually make your movie. You know, you can find a friend who's got a Canon 5D Mark II. You look around, you can find people to use as actors, and you know, you just can make your film, and it's people are doing that, and that's the most amazing thing.
And it doesn't matter how you get knocked down in life, because that's going to happen. All that matters is that you got to get up.
Hi, I'm Corey. In the spring of 2013, I made a movie called A Movie by Period 3. Before we get to that, let's talk to a few people. This is Goose. He's my best friend. He was a co-producer, an actor, and the editor on the film. He also came up with the story. This is Joe. He's my best friend. He's also my writing partner. He was a lead actor, co-producer, and a script consultant on the film. This is Tim. He's my best friend. He was the lead actor on the movie. This is Paige. She's my best friend. She was a production assistant and a behind-the-scenes photographer on the movie.
So Bev was like, alright, well, if you make a video entailing 10 books, I believe? Yeah, like 10 or like 12 books, and using the entire class. Using the entire class, we found out, was actually the hardest part.
But you know, we were always real lazy. You know, we didn't bother to do anything. So the fact that we were gonna actually make this happen was terrifying, you know, and exciting. We really wanted to make something happen. Corey more than anyone was so determined to make this happen.
I guess I thought we'd get it made, but not to like the level that it was made at.
Oh, I knew it would happen. Everyone else in the class, they had no idea.
Halfway through, I thought, this isn't gonna happen, and you know, my lack of confidence, you know, I guess, kind of charged Corey up a little bit.
They literally are just a blur in my head. We went multiple different locations, multiple different scenes, different people, all of them mostly including me, and just long lines. It was a horrible process, but it got done.
Filming was hell.
It honestly wouldn't have been as bad if I would have just had a script. If I just could have known my lines beforehand. If I could have read them once, twice maybe.
Like, okay, you guys would be like, alright, this could go alright. And then by the end you wanted to kill each other. And for no reason. No reason at all. You guys were like just really big babies.
So basically I'm in a different English class. And they told me, Tim, you're in our movie. And I was like, cool. I expected maybe a script like 3 days before. I'd done a couple plays, so I know you have to memorize lines. Got there the day of it, and they gave me a script where I have paragraph-long lines. So in a take, I would memorize the entire paragraph, and then he would say action, and I would just start reading it off like my memory. It was horrible.
We had a $6 budget. I can't even remember what that bought.
What did we buy for those $6?
We had to change the ending twice because of jail.
We got in a big argument as soon as I got there. It was pretty much my fault.
Tim was strapped to that chair for quite some time.
Honestly, I was actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be, because then I didn't have to do anything. People would just bring me food.
You knew what you wanted, like, in the movie, which was good. But, and so did everybody else, but those were conflicting ideas, so, like, you got kind of mean sometimes. But it's fine.
In the moment, I hated it, but looking back on it, it was pretty good. It was a good time.
Post-production was hell. Almost as bad as filming.
All I remember is that you guys were up for, like, 48 hours straight.
And then editing, I think, was like 2 or 3.
Probably 80-some hours of editing.
We had some problems with the credits, because Joe, is Joe. He can't do simple tasks.
It took me 4 tries, and actually I didn't even end up doing them. I ended up giving them to Goose, and he had to fix them with some of his magic, and they still came out real crappy. And he changed some things that I didn't want him to change. But it took me 7 hours to do those credits. 7 hours.
It was me, Corey, and Joe, and one night Joe was being particularly pissy, and he leaves to go to someone's house as Corey and I were still slaving away in the sweat. Sweat's just dripping down us because there's no AC.
Oh, there was this one time I said I had to go help my dad with something, and actually I went to go hang out with a woman. Didn't tell them that. The premiere was probably the highlight of my high school career. It was put together so perfectly. You know, the whole class was on board. Our teacher, who had been a constant downer all year long, even she was on board.
The premiere was in the morning, 9 in the morning, on like a Friday or something.
We met up in our auditorium at our school. There was a red carpet, I believe.
Everyone dressed up. I bought a new suit for the occasion.
We invited a couple of the other English classes, the other AP and other honors English classes.
They had tons of snacks. They had popcorn, anything you would get at the theater.
And I remember Corey telling me that, you know, he was so hyped up and had so much energy, and the second that the screen went black and the credits began to roll, he said he just kind of felt tired. He just relaxed, and you know, all this effort climaxing and then being done, and he was relieved, I think partly, but he was saddened as well because it was a really amazing project that we got to be a part of.
I don't know why it wouldn't have been worth it.
It tore us apart and then like glued us back together. A little bit. There's still some rough patches.
But looking back on it, yeah, I'd do it again.
Yes, it was wholeheartedly worth it, completely. For all the arguments and pain and blood lost, yeah, it was worth it.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see our movie, that's great. Except you can't, because YouTube dicked us and muted the audio track due to copyright infringements. Maybe our movie deserves to die.